We're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dear PlayStation blog. I'm one of your hosts, John Perez, and I have with me, of course, the half beast, half machine, the machine, Chris Batu. What's up, Chris?
How's it going, guys?
We have a special episode today. It's not a regular episode, but welcome to episode 4 of the We Came to Play podcast. Dear PlayStation Blogs podcast, one of our podcasts. Check us out on dearplaystationblog.com and at Dear PlayStation on Twitter. You could follow all of our news, our reviews, content, everything PlayStation there. So this week we have a special episode, and it is now 4:30 in the morning. We're going strong. Actually, usually some people wake up this early, but we decided to stay up. Why are we staying up, Chris?
So we're doing last year we participated in the Extra Life.
Dang, that was
campaign.
Last year? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, last October,
crazy.
I think.
Yeah.
Where we did a 24-hour gaming marathon, and we decided to do something else this weekend to just throw it together. And so we're supporting. It's not Extra Life this time. It's actually the PlayLive program at St. Jude's Children's Hospital, and we're taking another shot at 24-hour gaming marathon. And so we started Friday the 20th, Friday, February 20th, at around 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's been 12 hours.
12 hours.
Right?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's been...
No.
12 it's been 8 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, it's getting to us.
It's been 8 hours.
Yeah, it's really getting to us. But that's okay, because we're definitely doing this for the kids again. Where can they get information about the St. Jude's PlayLive, what we're doing?
So if you do a Google search for St. Jude and PlayLive, it'll tell you more about the program. The cool thing is, all it is you just stream whatever it is you're doing. You don't really even have to stream technically, but you just fundraise and promote what they're doing. It's a great, fantastic hospital. The people that go there and their families, they don't have to pay for anything. They don't pay for treatment. They don't pay for travel, for housing, nothing like that. And they're there to research and combat childhood cancer.
Nice.
Which sucks for everyone.
Which does suck, yeah.
So we want to join the fray and help them fight that battle. So we're getting ourselves started with doing some fundraising for them too, and participating in this and other charitable type of things as gamers.
Yeah. Look us up. If you're looking through the PlayLive website, there's a search for a gamer. You either find Chris Batu, or me, Jonathan Perez. Find our pages, donate, support us. Even if it's just $1, anything helps. To be honest with you, or if you're just talking to us about it, or talking to other people about the PlayLive, or the St. Jude's, like even awareness, that exists helps
Absolutely.
out too.
And the program is always running, so you don't have to. Don't be mad if you missed it while we're doing the actual event. You can always go by there and contribute and donate anytime you want.
So this episode we're going to dedicate to the children who are in the hospital. This is part of our PlayLive event. So this podcast, I think Chris could tell maybe like every once in a while. You can tell some cool stories about stuff you found through the PlayLive event.
Yeah.
That you've come across. We are the Dear PlayStation blog podcast. We are called We Came to Play. Which is our motto, because we did come to play. You can follow us at Dear PlayStation. Always follow us, dearplaystationblog.com. What have we been up to this week? How you been, Chris? Everything on good this week?
Yeah.
It's been a crazy week. We've had so much snow. So
not as much as the Northeast, not like Boston, right?
Yeah, no, nothing crazy, but
it has gotten really cold.
Yeah, I'm freezing right now.
In the DC area, we're in like single-digit type weather. I think kids only went to school like one day out of this week. It's pretty crazy.
I forgot to mention, if you're listening to this on the audio podcast, then it's just normal. But if you're watching us, we are broadcasting right now, but it will be on YouTube, right? It will be on YouTube. It's going to export to YouTube. That's awesome. So for the first time, hopefully, we'll have video. We've been trying video for a long time, but it's never worked. So hopefully we'll have video this time. Anyway, what have you been playing, Chris? Other than, well, go ahead. What have you been playing?
So, of course, still
week.
logging in the hours with Destiny. And I started, I literally barely started Persona 4 Golden on the Vita. I start just past the intro. I haven't actually done anything yet. But, and then I have Dying Light. I didn't start it yet, but I plan to start it during this event.
Yeah, nice. Cool.
And then that's pretty much it so far this week.
Yeah. Nice. So I've been playing Destiny, of course.
Mm-hmm.
That's going crazy. I'm doing Iron Banner event. I just got to level 4, so on my way to level 5. But 2 games that I've been playing that I've actually played a lot of this week, where the first one was I beat the first episode of Life is Strange, and I thought it was really well done. Definitely a unique game. You could definitely tell they had inspiration from Telltale games. Right. And I've also been playing Danganronpa. And I didn't think that I bought it because it was part of the sale, the PSN Critic sale that's happening right now. And I didn't think I was going to like it, but the more I played it, I was like, whoa, this is really interesting and really, really well written. It's just a great game. And I thought it was going to be an RPG, but it's not an RPG. It's a mystery game, and you're trying to solve mysteries. It's awesome.
I want to get into that too.
Yeah, it's like Phoenix Wright, that kind of, if you like that kind of games. Anyway, let's start the show and hit the snooze button.
So if we sound a little subdued, it's because we've been awake for probably pretty close to 24 hours already.
Yeah.
I got up this morning at about 7.
Yeah, I got up this morning around 8:30.
24 hours.
Yeah. But
so there's that.
That's okay because pound it out, kids. We got this. Let's do this together. All right.
I pounded the mic.
Oh.
To the kids.
I was pounding the camera.
To the kids.
If you're listening, pound the mic. All right. Number 1. People have spent 108 years playing Evolve.
What does that mean? Oh, that's how many hours they've logged in?
So that's how many hours they've logged in.
Wow.
So Evolve, nearly 6 million matches have been played since launch, just over a week after its release. According to developer Turtle Rock Studios, people have collectively played nearly 6 million matches in Evolve, and almost 5 million people have turned in to watch live streams. Turtle Rock points out the amount of time people have spent playing Evolve totals to 100.
That must be fun to watch.
First of all, I didn't know this game was big.
It's a big deal.
I mean, I knew it was big coming into it, but the hype kind of lost. From what I was looking at, the hype kind of lost itself. And then I guess people are playing it, and which is crazy, and even more.
And that's across all platforms. Right?
Yeah, it's across all platforms. Yeah. So.
And it's on PC too?
It's on PC too, I think.
There's probably a lot of people playing it on PC.
Man, now it kind of makes me interested. If we were to get this, we could do some cool streaming things with it. But man, 108 years, that's a serious game right there. I kind of want it now, to be honest with you, just because of that.
We've got friends who
play it, right?
They're playing it, yeah. We've got a couple.
Very cool.
And they like it.
Good.
I was on the fence about it. I know I wanted it, but I was just trying to decide whether or not now was the right time for it for me.
Right. Cool. All right. Well, number 2. Oh my gosh, this podcast. Woo. This is just for you guys. Let's do this. Number 2. Analyst claims that PS4 will outsell Xbox One by 23 million.
2019 million units.
According to a recent study by Strategy Analytics. What kind of boring name for
Strategy
Analytics. The PlayStation 4 is on its way to outpace the Xbox One by 23 million in lifetime sales through 2018. Wow.
Would it be 8? What was that? 6 years after release?
2018? Yeah. No. 2015. What? Yeah.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6. Yeah, 6 years. 23 million is a lot, man. Can you imagine if there were 23 more million PS4s and
it's 23 million. That's the gap they're talking about.
That's the gap they're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's not even what are we at right now? We just passed what?
I don't know. If
I forgot what just happened.
If the numbers were right from what we saw, I think they're saying the gap is somewhere around 6 or 7 million
right now. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know it was that big. I thought it was like 3 million or something.
I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool to think that PlayStation is going to go strong, keep going strong by 2019.
It's still, I was looking at
that huge of a gap, though. I mean, like, that can't. I mean, if we're thinking logistically and realistically, then Xbox One's going to have its time where it catches up, and it's not going to be that far. I mean, we look at the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 sold like crazy, and it took a while for PS3 to come back and actually win it and beat it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, what do you like? What are your thoughts?
What would they have to do? So let's look at it. The PS4 right now is.
I know a couple things you could do. You can listen to a couple episodes ago when I made my E3 predictions, and you can put a Vita in it.
Yeah. So the PS4 right now is selling fantastically. I was actually looking at the Amazon bestseller list. It's still like top 9.
Like everything?
Yeah.
Like complete sales?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it says best-selling. It was ranked, I think, number 9 when I looked at it earlier today, and that included things like your game, like PSN cards that people buy all the time. You know, it was. I think it was the first major item on the list was the PS4, which really shocked me.
Man,
because the Xbox One with the Assassin's Creed bundle didn't show up until like maybe 15 on that list, and then the Xbox One itself showed up much later.
Man, that's crazy.
And so we already have a price difference, and that doesn't seem to have slowed it down.
No.
PS4 hasn't even put out major exclusive, top tier games, which we know are coming, and it still hasn't slowed down.
Oh man, yeah.
So it's like what is either going to cause it to slow down or speed up the Xbox One enough to close the gap?
For Xbox One to do what does Xbox One have to do?
Yeah. They're already cheaper.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's going to come down to killer apps and like whoever has the best games. Because I think at the end of the day, it is all about the games. And
yeah,
if some crazy game, like say they announce like Halo 5 or Gears of War 4 or whatever, and people just
do you think that would do it?
I think it could. It might.
COD didn't do it.
COD? I mean, COD was on every system though.
Yeah, but its home is on the Xbox.
Sure, but it's still on every system.
Competitive players play it on the Xbox.
Well, it's not even that. It's the PS4 already has an install base much higher than the Xbox One. So Call of Duty was always going to sell much higher on the PS4 just because there are more players on the PS4.
Mm.
It'd have to be a killer exclusive app that Xbox One would have to come out with.
Do you think Halo will do it?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think they're going to ever beat PS4. I will say that. I think the gap's not going to be 23 million.
They've already had a Forza.
Yeah, but it's Forza. I mean, people like racing games, but I don't think the love is that strong anymore. We can see that easily with these games, these driving games. There's so many driving games, more than there should be.
It would have to be a really killer game. It would have to be like a Last of Us game, so highly acclaimed, everyone must play it.
Well, yeah, I can't even think. I mean, I guess the closest two that come to mind would just be a new Halo or a new Gears of War. Those would be the closest things that come to mind. I don't think anything else would do it. So it's interesting to see.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see what strategy analytics has to say in 9 years. We'll check back in with that one.
They just phoned that one in.
I know, truthfully, they're like, what should our name be?
How about strategy? Not original.
Yeah, not original. All right.
Next.
Number 3. This is pretty interesting. Sony is looking to PlayStation for profitable future. Sony has revealed its plan for increased profitability in the coming years centered on PlayStation cameras, while it may depart from TV and smartphone in the smartphone business.
Right.
According to Reuters, I guess Reuters. I've never heard of that website. CEO Kazurai, my man, made the announcement explaining that the dominance of Apple and Samsung meant it was becoming increasingly nonsensical to pursue sales growth in the smartphone sector. When asked whether TV and phone business can go the way of its PC arm, which was recently sold off, Hirai said he wouldn't rule it out. Can you imagine a time and a place and a date where we don't have Sony TVs or smartphones?
I could.
Yeah, I mean, I love Sony, and I think all their products are quality, except the reason why they can't hang with their competitors is because their TVs are so damn expensive.
Yeah, they get priced out.
And it killed them in the end. So, I mean, I wanted to get a Sony Xperia Z, but now I'm just like, I don't even know if I'm going to get support for it. So, I don't know.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, they got to keep their head above water. And
they do.
PlayStation is what's bringing it in right now.
I mean, can you imagine just Sony just being a gaming company, PlayStation? I mean,
that's fine with me.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Yeah. All right. Number 4.
New PS Store sale.
Yep, new PS Store sale. Critics' Choice sale includes Destiny, Dragon Age, and more. Several of the biggest and best games of 2014 are up to 70% off on the PlayStation Store up until February 23rd, so 2 days from now. Sony discounted games like Dragon Age Inquisition, Destiny, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Far Cry 4. And if you're a PlayStation Plus user, some titles are up to 80% off.
Even cheaper, yeah.
Check out the PlayStation blog, the official PlayStation blog, for all the titles. I got Danganronpa. I got 2 games. I got Danganronpa and I got Hohokum because I always wanted Hohokum and I paid $7 for it through the PS Store.
There you go.
So
I just bought stuff on the Valentine's Day sale. So
yeah, what did you end up buying again?
Little Big Planet.
Nice. Have you played it yet?
No.
I was going to ask you, is it as glitchy as people say? Yeah.
I don't know yet. We got that. I got Game of Thrones episode 2.
Did you play 1 already?
No. And I got the whole pass for Life is Strange.
Yeah. Did you get that yet? Did you play that one yet? Oh,
we're about to move.
We should talk about Life is Strange when you get a chance to play it because I thought it was really interesting and honestly it was just a breath of fresh air. But anyway, number 6. So check that out. Check that out on PS Store right now if you guys are looking to get games.
Yeah, take advantage of that sale.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Number 5. Sorry, 7 million people have played the Battlefield Hardline beta. Now that the Hardline beta is over, EA shared tons of info about the game's most popular modes, weapons, and more. Over 7 million played the Hardline beta. That's 1 million more than just over a week ago. For comparison, Destiny beta attracted 4.6 million players, though Hardline has the advantage of being on PC as well. Holy crap, that's a lot of people playing a beta.
7 million.
I mean, I thought Battlefield was dead, and I thought people were going to look through the BS of Battlefield, but I guess
fresh take, you know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is. I mean, Payday did first, but
that's true.
We can talk about that another time. No, I think the thing that strikes me is just like people still love an FPSs like Battlefields and Call of Duty, and it's not slowing down. It's only going to pick up each and every single year just because PS4 and Xbox One are still kind of new.
Yeah.
And so 7 million playing. I to be honest, my opinion is that Battlefield Hardline it's a DLC expansion rather than its own game, and that EA is just going to charge $60 for that.
Interesting.
And so to see that people are like still playing it and still wanting to find out more information on it is one, it shows that the FPSs aren't dead; they're still strong and alive today. But 2, that people, I don't know, people my thoughts are all jumbled, but I don't know, I feel like they just are falling for, I don't know, it's kind of like harsh to say, but they're falling for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward more to something like Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
Or the
I feel
Division.
like, I just feel like those games like that and like Destiny have more substance to them in a way.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Rather than just shooting each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. This is for you, bro.
Yes.
Number 6. Sony. The Last Guardian. Sony says The Last Guardian is still in development despite trademark lapse.
Perfect.
The recent lapse. Can you believe that they have their trademark is up?
It said it happened before.
I guess so. Recent lapse in Last Guardian trademark isn't indicative of any trouble with the project. A Sony representative confirmed with IGN that the project is still very much in development. They have reached out to learn more about the causes of the lapse. This is not the first time the game's lapse a trademark has expired, as it was reported to be done in 2012. Details surrounding the lapse have occurred.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna happen.
Well, I mean, it's still in development. We know that for sure.
They're gonna blow it up this year.
But they lost everybody though. They lost their producer, their executive producer, and of course, Team Ico founder Fumito Ueda.
Yeah, which is very interesting.
A cool thought that I saw this week is that do you think it's going to be called The Last Guardian, or do you think it's going to be called something else?
I really don't know. I really don't know.
What are your honestly, if we're thinking of like just being honest, like what are your hopes with The Last Guardian? Like what do you it's been in development for so long, like what can it be to like
I just want Team Ico to make something. That's it.
Huh?
I just want Team Ico to make something. That's it. I don't care what it is.
What if it's bad though?
I don't think it would be. You've played their games, right?
I've played a little bit of their games, yeah. But they lost the visionaries.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, the company's more than just one man.
I understand. Yeah, for sure.
But they're the 2 games that they did make were like the Last of Us type of games for PS2. They're like these are 2 games that were. I don't know. They were just sort of like above and beyond the realm of what people were experiencing at the time.
I gotta finish shout out Colossus.
Yeah.
What a weird game.
It's so good.
I think I'm at the. I just went down below in the canyons and I just defeated the boss there. That was the last time I played. I think I beat 3 or 2 Shadow of the Colossuses.
It's so good. And it's not even like there's all these interactions and things. Like there's so much put into the game that's not. It's subtle, but it's very powerful. And not a lot of games pull that off really well.
Yeah.
And like The Last of Us, it's like they're just talking. Characters are just talking to each other, but there's a lot that happens in their dialogue. And you get a lot you learn a lot about their relationship and about who they are just from them bantering with each other. It's not like usual scripted dialogue that we're used to. They're just talking to each other like people, like normal people, rather than, hey, here's my quest, or here's this and that. It's game talk. They feel like people. Yeah.
Which one did you like better, Ico or Shadow of the Colossus?
That's a tough one. I don't. I remember more about Colossus, but that's probably because I played it last.
Yeah. You played the HD collections?
No.
We ever go back to them?
I doubt it.
I doubt
it. But I will, whatever they make, I will play whatever they make. I just want them to make something.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's called Last Guardian. I don't even care if it's got the feathery dog thing. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, we want to see that one. We definitely. I thought that was gonna be awesome.
I just want that team to make something new.
Cool.
Because they're that good.
Cool. All right, let's run out the last 2 topics of the news. Number 7, Evil Within. I tailored this just for you, bro. The Evil Within's first DLC, The Assignment, coming in March. Bethesda has revealed the teaser trailer for this assignment. The Evil Within's first piece of DLC. The assignment will be released in March and will focus on the story of Detective Castellano's partner, Julie Kidman. Julie Kidman.
Mm-hmm.
2 more pieces of the DLC, The Consequence and the Keeper, will release later this year. I have yet to start The Last Guardian. It is on my backlog. It's on my shelf right now.
Evil Within.
Yes. I got it. What did I say?
You said Last Guardian.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I have yet to play that one too. Thoughts on the assignment? I mean,
I'm looking forward to the DLC. Because there's just a lot of crap that's not explained.
you beat it, right?
Yeah.
How did you like it?
I liked it.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do we give it? What do we give it again?
I gave it on scale of 1 a 7.5.
Nice. That's good. That's a good score.
Yeah.
Without giving any spoilers, is Detective Castellano's partner Julie Kidman have a big role in the game?
Yes.
She does.
Yes.
Okay. So is this DLC interest you to play as her?
Yes.
To see what happens. I guess.
She plays a big role, and it's not explained.
Okay.
So you kind of like, what? You're like,
were you scared playing the game
here?
at all? Or does it kind of mess with your mind, or does it become one of those games where after a while it's just like, oh, here comes a monster?
It's tense because they do resource management well, which means you don't typically have a lot of it, And I played it on normal, so like I wrote it in my review. I'm one of those kinds of players that will try to save as many resources as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can just punch the crap out of something rather than using ammo, use bolts on them or something like that, I'll do that. So which tends to slow me down, but that's how I play games like that when I know it's resource scarce.
Right.
But they do that well, so it makes combat tense. Because you're like, do I really want to shoot these guys? Do I really want to use these bolts right now? Because I might run into something else later.
Right.
I mean, the normal guys, you definitely get used to the normal guys. They're not that big a deal.
Okay.
But they throw in other things where it's like you still got to stay on your toes, and it's got the tank kind of mechanics. So it's not like you're super mobile or anything like that.
Is it really tank mechanics, or can you is it like control?
It's a little better than tank mechanics. Okay, cool. A little bit.
I'll play it one of these days. I think so.
But I do want to see the DLC.
You get it.
I have this feeling that it's deeper than people realize, and so it's sort of like you're not really getting the full picture, the breadth of the game experience, and so a lot of people didn't like that because it ended, and they were kind of like, well, it didn't feel as great as I thought it was going to be. But I'm kind of like, I think there's a lot more that's hiding behind the DLC, and it all come together pretty well.
Nice, we'll see. Yeah, sounds interesting. I definitely need to go play. All right, last piece of news: Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition for PS4 appears on Amazon. Nordic Games has confirmed to IGN that the Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition is happening. When asked for a comment, Nordic Games told us that authenticity of the Amazon listing is unquestionable. That's cool. I really like Darksiders. Have you ever played Darksiders?
I did not.
Okay. So Darksiders is this really awesome game about the apocalypse that's happening, and you are Darksiders 1 at least I'm talking about. You're one of the four horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
I forget which one you are, but the apocalypse happens and it's not meant to happen. So he has to kind of fix things. But it's really cool because the gameplay was so awesome. It's pretty much Zelda meets God of War with puzzles, and it is awesome.
Really?
Yeah, it's Zelda meets God of War. It really is. They literally took everything from God of War and everything from Zelda and try to repackage it.
I didn't know it was like that at all.
It's exactly like that. So I'm excited because I actually have I've been wanting to go back to Darksiders 1 on the PS3 and beat it because I only got a couple hours in the first time I played it. And to see Darksiders 2 come out for it's only $4. That's really cool.
That's good.
We'll see. That's the news for the week. Cool. So hit us up with the K Butters.
Moving on to K Butter. Kevin Butler's brand new games for the week.
Well, before you start, actually, I think it'd be a good time to pause and talk about a little bit the St. Jude Play-Live stuff. If you don't know, again, follow us on the St. Jude Play-Live website. Look for Chris Batu or me, Jonathan Perez, I think I started a team, so you can actually find the Dear PlayStation Blog team if you wanted to.
You can join the team.
You can join the team and support, of course, and donate, of course. So
and do your own events.
Do your own events. Stream with us. Play Destiny. Get Flawless Raider like we did today. Oh. Anyway, Chris, hit us up with some good stuff right here.
Well, I thought what I would do is, so when I signed up for St. Jude, they send a weekly story and then they have monthly highlights. If to go back a little further, the reason why this particular thing resonates with me is because I have a good friend who's, well, a pair of good friends. And, their first son, was diagnosed with I forget exactly which kind of cancer, but he was diagnosed with cancer at a really young age. And he had to spend somewhere in the realm of 2 years in and out of the hospital. He had a central line and everything. I watched them and him kind of go through the whole ordeal. You know, they had a blog up and everything, and they would post things on Facebook, and I would just follow it. And I was rooting for this kid. Like, yeah. He's the sweetest. They're just awesome people, right? So the parents are fantastic, really, really cool people, and healthy and fit, you know. And their son he's the cutest thing in the world. And he's like one of my heroes because he goes through this whole thing of battling cancer, and he smiles just as much every day, you know, even after all the pain, all the experiences he had to go through. He came out of it, and he's an even better young man than he was, you know.
Exactly.
And just reading through what they had to endure was like, wow, you know, it sucks when you see people that you respect and you admire that much have to go through crap like that, you know? And so I was like, you know, if there's anything that I could do to help, you know, maybe not directly, but if we could start getting people together to support stuff like this that help families get through this kind of thing, I'm all for it. Because I mean, if you imagine if you were a child and you lost 2-3 years of your life laying in a hospital bed because you had, you know, it's like, that sucks. You know, kids should have the chance to enjoy their childhood.
Exactly.
So that's what inspired me to do it. I just wanted to share maybe a story or two.
Cool.
From their monthly highlights. So here's one. In high school, Nadia was on the track team. Here's Nadia.
Nadia,
you can see that.
Shout out
Not
to
really.
Nadia.
Not really, okay. She seemingly did it all: triple jump, high jump, long jump, and hurdles. She was also a sprinter. Anything that required movement, Nadia enjoyed doing. I love to dance too, Nadia said. Always dancing, always moving. But in late 2013, Nadia started to slow down. When the simple act of walking became painful, she went to the doctor, where a scan of her pelvis revealed a tumor. I just started crying, Nadia said, of learning the news. I was in denial. I wanted them to do the scan again. The doctor thought Nadia's tumor was cancerous, but it wasn't certain. Nadia was immediately sent to St. Jude's Research Hospital, where the doctors confirmed the tumor was a sarcoma. Because the majority of St. Jude funding comes from friends like you, St. Jude has the freedom to focus on what matters the most, which is saving all kids, regardless of their financial situation, religion, or race. A recent St. Jude study found that survival rates were similar for white and well, I don't even know why they put this in here. At St. Jude's, Nadia's treatment has included chemotherapy and radiation therapy.
Yeah. That
my family will never receive a bill is amazing, Nadia said. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food, because if all a family should worry about is helping their children live, it's truly a blessing, she said. I mean, imagine that, you know, knowing that your kid has to combat cancer and they're admitted in St. Jude's, and it's just like, we got it covered. We'll take care of it, you know? And all the things that I've read, it's like they just, the care that they get there, the personalization that they get is just out of this world.
That's so awesome,
you know? And, I mean, God forbid any of us have to deal with that kind of thing, but there are plenty of people out there that do, you know, and they can use every bit of help they can get.
Yeah, for sure. It's awesome. So go ahead and support us. Hopefully, if you're either watching this or listening to us, it's always on. It's never over. You know, it's just beginning, especially with us. So if you're listening to this or watching this, please support us either by financially or
spreading the word,
you know, everything helps. Yeah, Everything helps.
Everything else.
Cool.
All right. So back to K Butters.
Nice. Kevin Butler.
Kevin Butler's brand new games of the week.
Dear PlayStation.
Here we go. You have Dead or Alive
A lot of
5
games.
last round. It's a lot of games.
Alta games.
All 2 games are coming out. And that's for PS3 and PSN. Dragon Ball Xenoverse comes out for PS4.
Kakarot.
3 on retail. Kakarot.
Were you playing with
And
us?
PSN. Yeah. And, you have Drive Club Downforce expansion pack.
Wait, what? Drive Club's out?
Yeah. No? I don't know. Who
No,
knows?
Drive Club is out, but is it out? Is it really out?
Is it ever?
By the way, dear PlayStation, where the hell is our free
They
game?
might pull these expansion packs back.
Yeah, they might. Yeah.
We'll see if
There's
they come
a
out.
chance.
We'll see if they
There's a
come out
chance.
next week.
Yeah.
The Downforce expansion pack and also the Midnight Tour pack are out next
This
week.
is your game right here, bro.
Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires is out on PS4 for retail.
We need to do
PSN,
a Thursdays with that game.
PS3.
sometime.
It's really not complicated. Well, actually, they're getting more complicated, which is great. Because early on,
Press circle now instead of square.
Early on, there was not much to it. But they're spicing it up, which is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what all this punctuation is, but it's HTOL pound NIQ.
Pound. That ain't no pound. That's old
Hashtag.
school.
Man, that's
Yeah,
what it is.
hashtag. I know.
It's a pound.
It is the pound,
The
but
fire-
nowadays it's hashtag.
The Firefly Diary for PS Vita, retail and PSN, and only PSN in Europe. Sorry, guys. And then you have Hyper Devotion Noir, Goddess Black Heart for PS Vita, Resident Evil Revelations 2 Episode 1
Yeah, buddy.
for PS4 and 3 over the PSN. You have Rugby 15 on all platforms, Star Wall on all platforms except the Vita, except your handhelds. Under Night in Birth X late. What is, I think these guys wrote these titles.
These are just as good as
36
strategic
hours.
strategy analytics.
This is what it says.
It's just as good.
This is what it says. Under the Night in Birth EXE : late.
That's hilarious, man.
I couldn't tell you what that is.
That's
You have
hilarious.
Aces of the Luftwaffe on
What the
PS4.
hell's up with these names this week?
This is German.
Oh, what is that for?
German
Awful.
fighter plane,
Oh, okay.
I think.
Oh, yeah.
And then the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare Havoc DLC is also out next week. So February is closing out with a lot of releases for PlayStation.
Thank God.
And then we go into March, which is going to be another killer month.
What can you get right now on PS Plus, Chris?
Right now, if you're a PS Plus subscriber, you should know this already, but if you don't, you can get Transistor, Apotheon for PS4, both of those. Yakuza 4, I'll get it right this time. And
What did you say
we
before?
didn't record that. Remember last time I said 3?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Too bad we lost that recording.
We did lose that recording. It's okay. Shout out to Podcast Beyond. That's all I got to say.
Yakuza 4 on the PS3, Thief on the PS3, and then you have Rogue Legacy on all platforms and Kick and Finick on your Vita. All for free if you have a PS Plus subscription. So go get one. And then you can add us.
Cool.
There you go.
Awesome. That's K Butters.
K Butter.
Brand new what?
K Butter's brand new games of the week
Nice.
and the PS Plus games.
What's the game that you would get? One game, you get $60. Francis, your wife says, "Hey, Chris, here's $60. You only get one game, but it's only a game that comes out this week. Which one would you get?" I know which one I get. I get that Dragon Ball Z. Get that Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
One
some
game out of
Gokus?
this list?
I know what you get, bro. You need to get that Dynasty.
Yeah,
Warriors.
I'd probably get Dynasty Warriors.
Get that Dynasty Warriors.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z is cool, but it wasn't completely my thing.
Yeah.
Dead or Alive, I'm not. That's all right.
Actually, we need to get this Under Night in Birth.
Yeah, I might get that just to see if that's the real name. Under Night in Birth X. Late.
Yeah. You get that. All right. So trend topics, real quick. What the hell is up with the Order 1886? A huge game this week. And I got a lot of polarizing. Actually,
I don't even think it's polarized.
I don't know. Well, it is polarizing in the fact that it got killed by the reviewers, but there are some users that did like it and saw good in it. We haven't played it yet. Me and Chris haven't played it yet, but we are we were pretty excited going into it before the reviews came out.
Yeah.
And our views have changed a little bit, or not changed, but what's that word I'm looking for? Adapted. They've adapted a little bit, and I just wanted to get to know your thoughts on the reviews and this whole ordeal. I mean, it got pushed. We can even go back. It got pushed back, and they needed more time, and this is kind of the product they pushed out.
I don't know. It was really heartbreaking. Heartbreaking is the word I would use.
I would use that word too. I would definitely use that word.
Because I really wanted it to succeed, because they had pushed it back, because it's one of PS4's first major exclusives. I really wanted it to. I mean, it may still succeed. I'm not saying it won't, but to have that many critics have a seemingly, have that.
I mean, they destroyed the game, right?
Yeah. Most critics had, or reviewers just had. They called it pretty much a middling game.
Yeah,
it wasn't terrible, definitely not good. And so it's just kind of, it's okay.
Yeah,
and that's. I was hoping for better, and it still might be, but it was disheartening to see that kind of feedback from that many people right out of the gate. Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. For me, like, I was excited for when it first got announced. I was still excited through the E3 2 years ago. Excited when it got pushed back. And to be honest with you, I'm still excited. Just as much as I am, because I mean, I'm speaking personally, but I'll get into the general public in a minute. Personally, I want to see what this game is for myself. There are a lot of games that the public and even reviewers dislike that I like. One that comes to mind is Beyond Two Souls. Mm-hmm. A lot of people hated that game and thought it was a terrible game, but I thought it was a really solid game. I think I gave it 8.5 or 8 on my review a couple years ago.
But I didn't play it.
It's pretty dull. But I liked it. Because I kind of just take games of what they are and what they're trying to do rather than what they're not. I think a huge chunk of what the reviewers said was just what the Order 1886 wasn't. Instead of kind of judging it what it is.
That seemed to be what it was. There was a lot of stuff like, well, it's not really doing anything new. Well, no one ever said it had to.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, and a lot of people said, there's a lot of quick time events and cutscenes, and to be honest with you, that's what I want. I don't want another just like generic shooter, and I'm sure it is. It has aspects of being a generic shooter, but I just want an experience that I can just dive into. That's not just me blindly shooting at enemies. And sure, there are going to be parts of that in the game, but I hope that the quick time events and that kind of stuff, the cutscenes, is almost Telltale-ish. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of watching it unfold, right, and pressing a button or two to help the story advance. And I don't know. I'm still excited, and I'm really sad to see that the reviewers destroyed the game, because if we're talking about the general public saw that and canceled a lot of their pre-orders. Yeah, and
it was actually still really high on the bestseller list.
Oh, you looked at it?
Yep.
Cool.
It was still really high.
We'll see. We'll see when the NPD number come out for the month of February, where it is on the list. But
I think the only game that was ahead of it was Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
There's that. I don't know. We'll see. There's. I don't know. They definitely had glowing reviews about the style, about the environment,
the graphics. The cool part is the graphics. We're still in the not launch window, but we're still in kind of the first 2 years of the
first run of stuff. Yeah,
and to see like a game looking like the Order 1886 is definitely good news for the console.
Yeah, so, it was more like content and gameplay weren't what they were maybe expecting it to be.
Yeah,
or maybe what they thought it could have been. Right.
I think it's going to be Assassin's Creed 1 all over again.
I was kind of thinking
That's
the
my
same
hope
thing
for it.
because
Yeah.
when I first played Assassin's Creed, that was almost exactly what I
That's
thought.
one of the worst games I've ever played.
This actually looks really cool. I like the idea. I like the concept, but I couldn't stand playing it.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't finish it, and then because of that, I actually didn't play 2 or 3.
Oh, your mistake. Well, 3.
I know, but that was
2.
And then I played 4. I think it was. Which one did I play?
Black Flag.
I did play Black Flag. I think I touched on one before that.
3,
Maybe not.
Rogue, Brotherhood, Vita. Did you play PSP?
No, I didn't. No, but I missed most of the rest of it because I wanted nothing to do with it after playing it the first time around.
It's funny. I remember getting home from work one time as a high schooler or early college student, and I went to the store to buy Assassin's Creed because I heard so many good things about it at the time, and it wasn't because the game just came out and people only played like a couple hours because the first couple hours were pretty good.
Yeah.
Then you realize it's the same game over and over again. And I bought it, and I went to GameStop, my nearest GameStop. And they were like, "Oh, the only one we have is the collector's edition."
Oh man!
It's like, damn it! I really want this game, but the nearest GameStop is like 15 minutes. Well, whatever, just give me the collector's edition. So I bought that. But today I got the Order 1886 in collector's edition. So maybe it's a little foreshadowing between the two. So I thought it just hit me. So I thought it'd be cool to share.
I mean, it certainly seems like it could be that.
Yeah,
because people love the setting. They love all of that stuff. They were just like the content and how you played it. Just worth, it could do better.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe at the second run, it's all right. Well, we've got the graphics done. We've got the ideas and the setting.
Yeah,
let's
gameplay.
We can touch up the gameplay. Yeah. We can get new writers for the content and stuff like that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
No, we will see. I'm excited.
I definitely want to play it.
I can't wait to play it. I'm gonna start it tomorrow, actually, or today. Oh gosh, all right. List the top 3 games that are on your backlog that you absolutely want to play. Top 3, just real quick.
I'm almost embarrassed to say it. Uncharted 3.
Wow! Wow!
And the only reason why I haven't started is because I'm hoping for a remaster that I can just play on PS4.
You might
later this year.
You might get that. To be honest with you, yeah.
So I have that. I'm putting Persona 4 on the list.
Good,
because I've just
such a good game.
Heard it's really that good.
Good.
The backlog. Nino Kuni's probably on there too.
Wow, I like how you put a lot of PS3 games rather than PS4 games.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I don't know. If it was PS4 stuff, I need to finish Infamous.
Second Son.
Yeah.
Gotta
finish that. But there isn't really like. And now Dying Light. Well, okay, Dying Light, Dragon Age, and Second Son. If it had to be the PS4 stuff. So there's that.
Cool.
There's so many hours of game in the backlog. What about you? What's burning your shelf?
Oh gosh. Well, PS4. I'll stick with PS4 for now. Still Grand Theft Auto 5. Alien Isolation.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw
which also didn't get great reviews. I thought.
No.
Right?
I thought this was an okay game. Yeah, kind of the same. And to be honest with you, I still haven't played Shadow of Mordor or Dragon Age Inquisition. I still have both of those.
I don't even have Shadow of Mordor yet.
But statewide, console-wide, I think I don't want to play Resistance 3. I still want to play that game. I have it. I bought it. I still want to play it.
I don't think I played it. I have it.
We need to run through that thing one of these days.
We should play it co-op.
Yeah. We'll be easy.
That would be awesome.
It's the one game I want to play on the PS3. Too many games, but
a great series. It should come back. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Good. Well, that's been it for our show today. We support this. We support the St. Jude Play-Live charity through the St. Jude Children's Research Hospitals. Chris is going to take us home with the St. Jude promo again. and he will sign us off.
Yeah. So one last time, a lot of what we do for the with St. Jude's is if you go to either of our Twitch channels, mine is twitch.tv/thewhoadyman, which is THEWHOADYMAN, the Huadi Man.
I love when people have to
they try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, who is that guy? Or you can go to twitch.tv/Dear PlayStation blog. Or I don't know if you put one on your own personal.
Yeah,
you did.
I think I put it on my personal, but I'm pretty sure it's on the blog too, right?
Okay. Yeah. So there's a link on on those Twitch channels that will direct you to the fundraising page. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but again, if you go there and check it out, we would of course love and appreciate any kind of support you could give, even small donations. That would be fantastic. If not, you can also just join the team, and you can host events of your own. You can do your own. It doesn't have to be a 24-hour gaming marathon. It could be a board game night or something like that, or Magic the Gathering, because I got friends that play that, or pen and paper stuff, because I play those too. Anything you want to do, and because it all boils down to supporting the kids. So that's we're passionate gamers. We love games, and we want to make sure that the kids out there get a chance to enjoy the stuff that we did when we were younger, and we want to kick the pants out of cancer and all that good stuff. So check us out there. If you're on our Twitch streams, please take a little time to check out the link below the stream, and keep an eye out for further things. We'll always be bringing around new events and new things that you can be a part of, that you can join or support, whatever you want to do. We'll be here doing that for as long as we're around.
Cool. Well, thanks guys for listening. You can follow us at Dear PlayStation Blog on Twitter and dearplaystationblog.com. I'm John Perez. You can follow me at John Perez A, and you can follow Chris, the Half Beast Half Machine, at the Woody Man on Twitter. And we thank you guys for listening, and we will be streaming for hopefully 24 hours, hopefully longer. We'll see.
The streaming continues.
The streaming will continue. So for everything you need, please go to dearplaystationblog.com. We are out. Peace.
Peace. That was an hour.